Hi guys, welcome to our third episode of Fit for Defense. I'm Kimi Sain, you can call me Mickey. I'm a martial artist, a stuntsman, and generally a fight enthusiast. With me, I have Sly, who's a yogi and a martial artist. I also have Brian, who's a stuntman and a martial artist. They're going to be helping me to demonstrate the techniques. Twende kazi.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water.
In today's episode, we're going to feature 4 techniques that will deal with how you assert your personal space, from an intrusive hug, from an awkward conversation. Remember, the mental aspect means you're trying to de-escalate it, not really bring it to a higher point. So how you think about it, how you approach the situation mentally matters a lot. We need to teach ourselves not to stay in our areas of comfort, but rather learn to thrive in these situations of discomfort. That is true self-defense. So let's expound on the mental aspect of self-defense just a little bit. Self-defense doesn't necessarily mean physical activity. It could be mental, it could be emotional. Sometimes we have very subtle situations that most of us might not even notice, and in most cases these are emotional because they're very low on the physical scale, but emotionally they could hit an all-high period. For example, personal space. Personal space, especially for ladies, has become an issue. And how do you learn to command your personal space? Let's think of a few scenarios with subtlety in mind, okay? Say someone is coming for an intrusive hug, or rather, you feel like someone is just intruding into your space. You need to feel confident enough to assert your choice. Post out your hand. Show that this is the distance that you're willing to work with. Then, de-escalate the situation into a simple handshake. Comes from a hug to a simple handshake. You have to consider your stability. So watch how you stand, right? Secondly, you feel like now the guy is coming for a full frontal hug, which again is a bit intrusive. How do you go about that? You can use your arms to make a frame, right? Now, whoever is hugging you is quite literally coming from the front. You frame up and make sure you post your forearm on their throat, and you keep that frame as firm as you can. They cannot be able to hug you past this point because we've already pointed out that the throat is a weak point. So if you put your forearm on their throat, they cannot be able to push against it without getting uncomfortable. That kind of helps to de-escalate the situation. Further than that, next, let's go for a side hug, right? Again, you feel like a full frontal is too intrusive and you want to de-escalate it down to a side hug. How do you go about that? Same situation, the guy is coming towards you with open arms, right? What do? Grab a hold of one side. Since the two of you are facing each other, if it's my right hand, I will hold onto their left hand. If it's my left, I will hold onto their right. Then the next thing is for me to initiate the side hug. Because by me holding their hand, I kind of stop the physical communication, right? And it's assertiveness from me, from you. So what you do next is you initiate the side hug. Move into the side hug and bring that situation down from a full frontal to a side hug. A different scenario. If someone holds or grabs your wrist, how do you deal with that? This is all about angles and joint manipulation. Ideally, if someone is holding my wrist and is standing right in front of me, so I am more or less in this position, what I will do is angle my elbow towards them. Because in a sense, the way they grab you, I am targeting the thumb. The hand grip has 2 sides, the thumb and the forefingers. The forefingers have a very tight grip. Even without using my thumb, I could say this is a secure grip because I cannot pull out my hand on that side. The side that will work for me is this side, simply because the thumb is weaker. So try this with a partner, right? Have them hold your wrist and then start slowly, because the technique still works. Just angle towards the weaker point, which is the thumb. And in most cases, if I hold your hand like this, the thumb comes on top. So that's what you're going to angle towards. It's all about joint manipulation and not really strength work. If you do it right, the effectiveness is perfect. That is self-defense. So that's it for today, guys. I hope our ladies have had a few things to learn. Remember, self-defense starts here. Know your worth. Learn that you're worth defending. On to the next one.